trending on social media for some days now for yet another wrong reason. But this time around, it's just messier than usual because it also involves her baby daddy, Luvs, as many of you may already know. So Luvs, many people like Paulette on TikTok had already predicted that this ship was going to sink right from the time that the two had announced last year that they were expecting a baby. There were also others who had already seen their ship going down the moment they made their relationship official to the public, so a lot of people aren't really surprised about the direction that things are now taking. Anyways guys, without further ado, let's get into it. First off, for those who don't know, Bhad Bhabie, aka Danielle Rigori, is a popular young lady who got sent to the Dr. Phil show by her mother for being out of control at the age of 13. Things kind of took a downhill from there when Dr. Phil sent her to a turnaround ranch program for a period of 6 months where she was allegedly mistreated alongside other young people her age. What was supposed to be some form of reformative program did just about the opposite. According to Bhabie, those were the worst days of her life, as she would write letters to her mom to come get her out of the ranch because electronic gadgets weren't even allowed there. Bhad Bhabie, in her words, said she suffered a lot of things like sleep deprivation, and the list just goes on and on. Anyway, by the time she was out of the program, she and her mom teamed up to expose and sue Dr. Phil and the entire crew associated with the program, alongside those who were in charge of running the facilities in general for the personal trauma she suffered. However, there was a silver lining to it all, as she became the famous girl known for her "Cash Me Outside, How About That" line during her appearance in 2016. Which jump-started her to Fame Town. She eventually became a rapper, and the peak of her popularity happened to be when she made her first $1 million in the first 12 hours of her 18th birthday from OnlyFans, which left a lot of people surprised and all. Ever since then, the rest has actually not been history, and she has remained very much alive and active in a lot of controversy on the internet. Notably, among many controversies were times where she was called out for having physical altercations with celebrities, her mom, and even just random strangers. There was also times on her live videos where she can be seen yelling at her mom or even just being badly behaved towards her. You guys, I think she just really seems to be attracted to chaos, and she's like literally BFFs with problems. And that goes to probably explain why a lot of people just don't like her. Pretty much everything about her is just so aggressive, and I can't really blame her because, according to her, that's the only normal she has known her whole life.
Y'all want to say that I act a certain way or I do this, I do that. Well, when it's all you know, Tarzan acted like monkeys, or what, I don't know, was it monkeys or bears? He acted like jungle animals because why? Because that's all he knew, that's what he was raised around. So if that's all I know and that's all I'm raised around, what do you expect me to know? You want me to be normal? I don't know how to be. I'm sorry.
To the extent of even comparing herself to Tarzan. Seriously? Anyways, all the hate just really seemed to escalate with each passing second. Things got a little worse when she came full circle with her boyfriend, Luvs, which a lot of people seemed to disapprove of, mainly because he wasn't as rich as her, and they said he was nothing but a wannabe rapper. There were comments from some that her choice of LV as her boyfriend just goes to show how poor of taste she really has, and thus reflects on the kind of person that she is. As we all know, she turned ears to all of that and felt people were really just hating on her as usual, and nothing was going to make her leave the love of her life. Now guys, in Bhad Bhabie's prior relationships, she would get tattoos of the guy's name on her body, and she didn't fail to do the same with Luvs. Everything seemed to be going on well in paradise, and they decided to take things a bit further and get something more permanent, like a child, which they both welcomed earlier this year in the month of March. The baby's custody now seems to be what is causing the fight that happened between them days ago, allegedly. Luvs, it just seems the duo keeps proving the naysayers right every single time. I mean, people have already expressed how they felt both of them were going to be terrible parents, as they didn't seem to be responsible enough to be raising a child. And just barely months down the line after welcoming her, they are already making news on the internet for nothing good, which is just so sick, you guys. The question that you probably might be asking is, why didn't she throw his behind bars? I guess we'll figure that out soon enough. Now, from the timestamp on the security footage that Bhad Bhabie posted on her IG story, this incident had occurred on the 30th of June at around 4:30 a.m. And from the write-up she posted following the clips, it was definitely not the first time this is happening. She also said that the both of them haven't been together since May. So Luvs, before she posted the clip, this is what she wrote. So it seems like they were having a disagreement about their daughter's custody, just like I had stated earlier, and Levon was probably threatening to take the child away from her for reasons best known to them or him. In the video and the pictures that followed after, it can be seen that she was seemingly roughed up by her baby daddy, which is just totally inappropriate. Now guys, these pictures are just about as horrible as it gets. However, not too long after that, she took down the clip and the photos alongside her other posts on all her social media handles. But out of everything she did, nothing, absolutely nothing would have prepared us for what she posted next about this whole situation. The young rapper's PSA had come off like she was under some sort of hypnosis or something. Now, I'm going to start off by addressing some of the points that her write-up highlighted concerning the issues starting from the bottom up. Because at this point, it really seems like her baby daddy really beat her senses so bad that she can't tell the difference between love and mistreatment. So first off, Bhad Bhabie said that she didn't put up the post to attack LV, but to only let him see his wrongs so that he can take accountability for his actions and make a real change. However, when LV spoke out after Bhad Bhabie took down those pictures and video clips, this was his response. The world don't know the real, the inside does. Tell her to go live and post the full videos and ask her why I was trying to leave and why all of a sudden she posted it and only posted 10% of this. There was nowhere in his words where we could hear him taking accountability for anything. Instead, this is what we could hear him saying. She started the violence, so she deserved what she got. Besides, she didn't even show y'all the whole footage where she had her hands on me too. If she isn't hiding anything, then let her go live and show y'all the whole clip so y'all can see how it started and why I was trying to leave. So much for taking accountability, right? Luvs, if you think that this was messy, then wait until you hear some of the comments about the whole incident. There was literally little to no sympathy for Bhad Bhabie, which in my opinion was sort of harsh. What is wrong and should never be downplayed no matter who the victim is. However, if the allegations about her trying to chase clout are anywhere near the truth, then that's just the bottom of the barrel low. Here are other people in the comments who seem to feel that this was all karma taking its turn on her. Why were they saying this? Well, there have been videos in the past where Bhad Bhabie herself was also seen getting into fights, threatening them, and even beating them up, even to the point of promoting violence in her songs. One of the people who she had a fight with on more than one occasion was Whoa Vicky. Now, Luvs, DV is absolutely unacceptable and there is no excuse for it, and no one should ever beat up another person simply because they think they can. And anyone who is constantly stirring up fights, whether in public or private, needs help ASAP because it screams of sickness. Now back to Whoa Vicky, who is allegedly one of the people Bhad Bhabie has physically attacked more than once. Vicky, while addressing some of their fight in a video, said it was all a stunt, which was all planned out by her and Bhad Bhabie, all for clout. And this was Bhad Bhabie's response. If there is any form of truth to this, then it just really affirms the fact that Bhad Bhabie might just have been clout chasing for real with this one, which is totally unacceptable. In the last sentence of her reply then, she said, "I'm a script a stunt with Honey Boo Boo. And just so I let you know, her and Levon were already dating at the time, so my question is, did she see to the actualization of that statement?" It's really because of statements like this that people really aren't showing much sympathy towards Bhad Bhabie as much as one would expect, because people probably think there's an agenda playing in the gallery, and if she really was in trouble, she would have called the cops. Again, this is not going to be the first time we would have seen Bhad Bhabie and Levon in this kind of situation. Sometime this year, around March to be precise, the two were recorded in a restaurant while having a very heated argument while having dinner together.
It's alleged that right before all this was caught on cam, she had a very heated argument with her boyfriend, Levon.
Things quickly escalated into a full-blown fight in the restaurant, but thankfully, Baby was heavily preggo and didn't throw any punches as expected, but she had people throwing it on her behalf. Like I said earlier, it's Baby and Chaos. They are total BFFs, and she has gotten so accustomed to the toxicity that comes with it. It seems like it's the kind of air she likes to breathe, which is sad. So back to the epic PSA she put out, Bhad Bhabie said that even though she knows she can walk out of the relationship, which is the easy thing for her to do, she is going to stick it out and stick around with LV as a supportive partner to the man who supposedly beat her up, because he is going to help, and whoever is supportive of her is going to be supportive of her decision. Am I missing something here? I thought part of the post she made on IG said that she's not been with him since May. So how did all of that change so quickly to her staying with him to support him instead of taking the easy route of leaving him? Again, the whole drama is just so messy, and it seems to be messing with her head too. Lastly, guys, the part which seemed to break the camel's back for me was her saying that she loves this man more than she loves her life. And that is just so sad. Like, what? And I'd like to mention that against this backdrop, she made a post about her daughter where she said that her daughter was all she cared about. This was just after she had posted that she loves her baby daddy more than her life. If indeed she cares about her daughter like she says she does, then she would walk out of that toxic relationship, just like someone in the comments said under her post. From her reply, it's obvious how she quickly got so defensive and went ahead to contradict and make a fool of herself all over again by trying to say that we were confused once and that there was nothing about her post which said she was going to remain with LV. Okay, Bhad Bhabie, we hear you. I believe from all of it, it just goes to show that she doesn't plan on going anywhere no matter what. And it's her decision and her consequences to bear. But I do hope that not only does Levon get the help that she says he will, but that also she gets help too, because both of them are just so toxic. Anyways, loves, do you think Bhad Bhabie would be leaving Levon, or is she just capping? Let me know your comments below, and see you next time. Bye, loves!